In this video, I want to talk about 3 ways you can launch your business. And this is going to be mostly for technology companies, but other companies can follow this structure too. The first way is the easiest, and that is something I recommend for most situations, is doing a soft launch, or some people consider this a beta launch. It doesn't matter what you call it. The point is that during this launch, you quietly release your product to get a few users or clients, and maybe you release it to your friends and family, and maybe some early adopters, some clients that you might already know. You can invite them individually, invite them into using your product or service, just so that you can get their feedback, and based on their feedback, you can improve your service or product and have a number of iterations of releasing, improving, releasing, improving, getting feedback, improving, so that you actually can improve your product or service relatively quickly and painlessly without customer complaints, without all these bad things happening. Because on the first day when you launch, probably there's bugs in the software. If you have software, probably whatever processes you have, you need to improve them. So there's kinks that you need to work out, and this is a safe, good way to do that. After you keep improving the quality, and after some time passes, you naturally begin to get a little bit more traffic and sales just overall. And also with quality, it's easier to sell to new customers. It's easier to acquire users. So at some point, you're going to become ready to get more clients. And that is going to conclude your soft launch or your beta launch. And this might last for about a month. Of course, depending on the business you have, but approximately a month or 2 weeks is a fine timeline for this. The main point isn't time. The main point is that you get to a good place where you are ready to service more people. And then you're ready for launch strategy number 2, which is with publicity. That means that you should be contacting journalists and bloggers during the process of your quiet launch. So in the time before, you should be establishing relationships and pitching journalists, telling them about your business if you have anything unique or innovative, or at least bloggers or somebody that's influential. And now would be the time to reach out to them and ask them for a feature. So you might say, we're launching officially on some date, and then you will tell all those journalists, hey, can you cover us? This is when our launch is happening, and you want to give them a week or 2 or 3 in advance so they can get the story ready and everything, and their schedule too. And of course, you can create a press release on something like prweb.com. Hey, we're launching. That's going to be your press release. You can ask friends to share on that day. You can hire a few influencers to promote your launch as well. And that is going to create a spike in clients and users of your product on that day one, on that launch. And that boost in growth often gets more growth. For example, let's say you're selling on Amazon. You have a product on Amazon, or you have a mobile app in the App Store. You're selling somewhere. Well, there's an algorithm that determines the ranking inside that store. Doesn't matter if it's Amazon or App Store or YouTube or Udemy course or whatever. And if you can generate a spike of activity during your launch, that's going to propel you up the rankings, which is going to get you even more traffic due to ranking highly. That's the point of this type of launch, generating a big spike so that big spikes get you secondary spikes in attention and traffic, and maybe secondary publicity and other journalists finding, and so on and so on. That's the second way to launch. Now, the third way to launch is at a conference or at an event. This is mostly for innovative and unique companies, because if you don't have anything too new, it's really hard to have the merit to get featured at a big conference or event. But if you have something interesting and unique, you should make it a goal to launch at some kind of a conference or event. There are many startup conferences and events. Some of the biggest ones is the Launch Conference, the TechCrunch Disrupt Conference, where companies can launch on stage and win prizes. But if you cannot get into those, because those are really hard to get into, there are many smaller meetups, local meetups. At least you can present your launch there, and who knows, every once in a while there's influencers, bloggers in the crowd, and you can get the publicity from them too. So those are the 3 ways to launch, and now you can see where and how your business fits into that, and what you can make use of the most. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment and press the all important thumbs up. Now, this video was taken from my full course on entrepreneurship, how to start a business, and business planning. If you feel like you learned something from this video and it gave you value, feel welcome to click on Show More and see the link to the full course. The link will already have a discount code, so all you'll do is just browse the curriculum in that course, and if it's something that looks interesting, it looks like there's something you can learn more, then of course you're welcome to buy that course. It will be discounted. If not, then thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next videos.